Hi guys, this is Mr. Assassin and I'm here today to do Toriko chapter 342 review. Now, a lot of things happen in this chapter, but the main gist of it is all hype, like Toriko usual chapters. Toriko chapters are mostly hype. In fact, in this chapter, it's entirely hype except two things. One, Toriko punches the Battle Wolf, that was a little bit of action, and two, Komatsu has done cooking another. So besides these two things, everything else is only hype. Only hype. And the hype train never stops in Toriko. So let me just dig into it. First off, we go back to the day Toriko first entered the Gourmet world. Well, not first, second entrance into the Gourmet world. And that is the day when he decided to save Komatsu. When Toriko enters the Gourmet world, we see two things. The first thing is him being able to smell the exact location of Komatsu right away. So when he was on top of the entrance in the Gourmet world, he already knew where Komatsu was just by smell alone, and he knew the direction where he was going. The second thing is something not even Toriko seems to know, and that is that he emanates an aura, a strong aura, and almost all the creatures of the Gourmet world cowered in fear when they smelled that aura, or should I say, when they sensed that aura. His main objective right then and there was to save Komatsu. It was above his own life even. He needed to save Komatsu at that point in time, and he was more determined about this than anything else he had done in his life. So we kind of see a bond between him and Komatsu, and we already knew that they have a bond together, but it seems to be something even more than just friendship. And I'm not talking about love or anything, but something deeper. Something somehow like the Gourmet demons of Toriko and Komatsu know each other, or they are part of the same thing. Something like that, because Toriko is not aware of this and neither is Komatsu, but instinctively they need to form a team. That's the thing. Instinctively, both of them know they have to form a team and cook together. So the objective to save Komatsu was a high priority, the highest priority for Toriko. That's why when he met with Midora, he was so determined to save Komatsu that Midora simply handed Komatsu over to Toriko. And Midora was talking to Stajin, and he said because he was so determined, I had to give the kid to him because he would have tried to take him by force, and even I wouldn't come unharmed out of that battle. And Stajin didn't believe Midora at the time. He said, you are giving him too much credit, and apparently Midora sensed something in Toriko that Stajin didn't at that time. Now returning to the battlefield of the present, where Toriko is fighting the Battle Wolf, now Stajin understands what Midora was saying, that Toriko actually has infinite potential. And let me digress a little. With Toriko, everything seems to be infinite. He has infinite Mugen, infinite Kugi punches. Now he has infinite potential. So with Toriko, it has been hinted ever since the beginning of the show that Toriko has this infinite power, infinite potential, just as they say, inside of him. And right now, Toriko can actually smell that God, the ingredient, is approaching. He can actually smell the Gourmet eclipse, and he says that the Gourmet eclipse will start happening soon, and that God will appear here in area 2. I can smell it. So his sense of smell is ridiculous. He can sense even outside of the planet, I think. But apparently, from what Toriko is saying, Area 2 is very special because Area 2 contains a little bit of every environment in the current planet. So Area 2 contains a little bit of every environment on the planet. It's like a accumulation of environment, something like that. And apparently Toriko knows that the wolf he's currently fighting, they are currently fighting, Stajin and Toriko. He's not the Battle Wolf King, he's the second in command, and he was sent here to Area 2 to investigate if God will appear here. Apparently the real battle with King was just in hiding, watching, but Toriko could sense him. And apparently the battle with King also could sense Toriko, and has sensed him ever since 2 years ago when he woke up. His power was pulsating so much throughout the entire world that Toriko was even stronger than a natural disaster, or the not Toriko himself, but the premonition was stronger than a natural disaster. And after that, the Battle Wolf, the real Battle Wolf King shows. Its name is Wolf King Guinness Battle Wolf Species. And we don't get a power level, but this thing looks old. That is the first impression I got when I saw him. I mean, the battle wolf that Toriko was previously fighting was very scary. He had an eye missing, and he looked like he's seen some fights, so he was very scary. But this battle with King, when he comes out, he looks old. He looks wise. At least to me, he has that wise aura around him. And apparently, according to what Stajin is thinking, both Toriko and the Battle Wolf have the presence of a planet. So their fight is like two planets colliding together. And this collision has no intent. It has no ill intent, should I say. It's just happening. It's just like a natural event. And their fight, their power, is just like meteors crashing into the planet. So you can see the hype here. Toriko actually manages to punch the Battle Wolf King in the face, but the Battle Wolf King, I don't think he's taking any damage at all. And they are fighting strictly because of appetite. No hard feelings, sort of say. They are fighting because they need to eat God, both of them. And that's why they have no intent. Their collision has no intent. They are both being driven by appetites. But Toriko is also driven by something else, and that is to be able to survive and meet up with Komatsu again. And this is very important because Toriko has gotten to this stage, this power boost, when Komatsu called him. Now, the weird part of this chapter is the last page actually, when Komatsu calls Toriko and tells him that have already cooked another and they are heading to their meeting location, and they also have Dawn Slime with them. And if you look at the picture, at the page a little closer, you will see that they also have Kandar Widow, they also have Asarudi and the others with them, but they are no longer wearing any masks. So something happened there. Komatsu did some godly shit, and Mitsutoshi has decided to skip it. But in my opinion, it has been skipped for now. It will be revealed in the future what happened in Area 6. And the reason why Mitsutoshi didn't want to reveal it right now, it's because he doesn't want to give us any insight into the powers of Komatsu and his Gourmet demon. He's not ready to reveal that information yet. That information will be revealed at a key point in the future story. And after we get that information, we will see what happened in Area 6. Because Komatsu could not have captured something like another which can surpass the speed of light without the help of his Gourmet demons. That is clear to me. But Mitsutoshi didn't want to introduce us to the powers of Komatsu just yet. However, what I'm more afraid of is that Toriko might be ending sooner than we thought, because things seem to really have speed up. They have taken speed. Now another is captured and cooked. Dawn Slime is already with them. I would assume that in the future chapters we will see Zebra, Coco and the others, Sunny and the others already captured their ingredients, and if Komatsu is heading to the meeting place, it's totally possible that everybody would capture their ingredients within a few chapters and meet at their meeting place and go after Cassia. So we have skipped through areas 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 in a matter of chapters, in a matter of 6 chapters, something like that, 6-7 chapters, and that's very fast. I would at least like to see some flashbacks in the future chapters. Mitsutoshi is not that high on flashbacks. I mean, he had some flashbacks, but No, he doesn't use them. Anyway, that's my concern with these Toriko chapters. That the action is moving much faster than we would like. And this power boost in Toriko, I don't know how to take it. Is it only him? Is it because of his blue Gourmet demon? I don't know. This has to be explained. And now he's battling the Battle Wolf. Previously, he couldn't handle Bambina. All four of the Heavenly Kings couldn't handle Bambina. And now he's fighting the Battle Wolf, who is stronger than Bambina all by himself? Nah, that's not happening. I'm not sure how they will capture God. If God appears right at this moment, the Battle Wolf will eat it and that's it. I don't think Toriko would get a chance to eat God. So he has to defeat the Battle Wolf. But how exactly, I'm not sure. But that's the chapter. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a nice day.
Any rational society would either kill me or put me to some use.